everyone. This is Robert, RJL 518, back to another exciting edition of Inside Pitch. The 1981 season is on the air. Today's date is May 17th, 81. It's 517. Usually I play the 518, which is my own birthday, but this schedule came up with Hey Go Padres. Steeler fan is first to join us here at San Diego Stadium, which also, this was the first year that it was also known as San Diego Jack Murphy Stadium, but that is okay. It's the same place. The Phillies come into this game at 22-11 and look like they're going to try to do their best to defend their 1976 title. The Padres come into this game at 11-24, already in trouble, all right, early in this season. But can the Padres somehow make a comeback and make it interesting here moving forward in 1981? The Phillies historically won this game 6-3. There were 16 hits and 2 errors combined between the two. Clee baseball fan joins us here at San Diego Stadium. So we're hoping for a good matchup tonight, as they all turn out to be. So let's see what Inside Pitch can bring us on tonight's game. Let's go ahead and get right to it. Starting pitcher for the San Diego Padres is Juan Eichelberger. 8 wins, 8 losses, no saves, a 3.50 ERA. He gets the call tonight for the Padres. Mark Rutzel joins us here at San Diego Stadium. The Philadelphia Phillies, 1976 World Series champions. They already lead the National League East. Looks like they're going to try to defend. Can they do it? Well, let's see how they do against the Padres tonight. Top of the first. Leading off for the Phillies will be right fielder Lonnie Smith. 324 average, 2 homers, 11 RBIs in 81. Brown, white, and yellow dice for the Padres. They are the home team. Brown red first. Eichelberger pitches 1-6. That's a range play at the park. San Diego Stadium says 5-4, and that's going to be grounded at the plate. That's a ground ball. And it said it's a range play at the park, so it's a grounded at the plate. The catcher for the Padres is Terry Kennedy. His range is a 3, and he will make the play, and he'll throw to first to get the out. So that turns out to be a ground out to the catcher and 1 down. Next batter, first baseman Pete Rose. Charlie Hustle, 325 average, no homers, 33 RBIs in 81. Still a pretty good year for Rose. Eichelberger, he'll make the pitch. 5-4 against a switch left. That's a walk plus 10, and Pete Rose will trot down to first. San Diego Stadium, another one of those stadiums in 81 that did not see many homers. San Diego Stadium -2 to strikeouts, -1 to walks, and -1 to home runs. There were only 36 in that stadium that year. Definitely a pitcher's park. Rose on at first. Infield goes to double play depth. Next batter for the Phillies, third baseman Michael Jack Schmidt. If there is one guy that can hit the home run, though, in this park, it is that guy. Schmidt, let's see. Rose, is there anything going to be on first base? No, Rose will stay put. Eichelberger, he'll go ahead and make the pitch. 6-5. That is a walk. That 8 will walk Schmidt, and already the Padres are in trouble. So he gives a walk to Schmidt, so now 2 consecutive walks, runners at first and second. Next up for the Phillies will be center fielder Del Unser. 153 average, 6 RBIs, no home runs. Only 59 at bats for the Phillies in 81, but he is in center tonight. Double play depth still on. Let's see if anything happening on the bases. The 5 says no. Eichelberger already in trouble. Pitch, 5-3. That is blank. Unser. A 4-5. That's going to be a double into left field for Unser. And the Phillies jump out in front quickly. A 4-5, and that is a double to left. Rose will come in to score. Schmidt's base running rating is a 4. Double to left, -1, makes it a 3. Left fielder is Gene Richards. He has a -1 arm, so a 2. So a 1-2 on the brown die. Schmidt will score, and he does not. It's a 5, though. It's a 5 on the white die. Richards is a -1, and Schmidt will hold at third. He will hold at third, so Unser does get an RBI double. He gets 1 run in on that one. But the 6 is a possible out, but the 5, it would be is a 5-6, all runners hold. But a double by Unser, and just like that, the Phillies jump out to a 1-0 lead here in the first. Next batter for the Phillies will be left fielder Gary Matthews. 301 average, 9 homers, 67 RBIs. Runners at second and third. The Padres will call the infield in. And nothing happening on the dice. Eichelberger already having issues. 3-1. That's at the park. San Diego Stadium says 6-3. And that's going to be a base hit to center field. The Phillies are jumping on the Padres quickly. Single to center. Schmidt will come in to score. Will it score Unser? His base running rating is a 2. Single to center +2 is 4. Jones +1 is 5. He will score. Unser does come around second, and he will score. Matthews' base running rating is a 3. That's a 4. He will not be able to take second. It's a 2 RBI single. And just like that, the Phillies are up 3-0. Stadium groans. So the 81 Phillies are definitely playing like World Series champions from 76. Infield will move to double play depth. Next up, second baseman Manny Trio, 287 average, 6 homers, 36 RBIs in 81. Matthews definitely a threat to steal. And that 19, he's not going anywhere. Trio is not going to bunt. He will swing. Runner on first. Eichelberger, 3-6. That's a walk +10. That 5 will walk him. So Eichelberger coming out here, and he is just not getting it done. And the Phillies are jumping on the Padres really quickly. That is the third walk issued by Eichelberger. He had 69 of them in 81. So now runners at first and second. It will bring up the shortstop, Larry Boa, 283 average, no bombs, 31 RBIs. Boa is at short. They go talk to Eichelberger for a moment, seeing how he's doing. Padre bullpen not doing anything yet, but who knows? They may chase him. Runners at first and second. Eichelberger seeing anything on the bases. That is a 4, no play. Eichelberger will pitch. 4-3. That's a possible error. Boa will swing. 3-5. That's a ground ball to short. The shortstop, it's hit to shortstop. That's Ozzie Smith. His error rating is a 6. That's a 14. He will not make the error. Let's see if he turns a double play. 1, 2, 3. Second base, Bonilla is a 0. A 1-3, it's a double play. No, the runners will advance. Matthews goes to third. Trio goes to second. Boa is out at first. And there are now 2 outs. They cannot turn the twin killing there. So that just goes as a grounder to short. Brian Patterson joins us here at San Diego Stadium. Listen to last night's game on way to work. Didn't need that on a Monday morning. 2 men out. The batter is the catcher, Bob Boone. Boone batted .211, 4 homers, 24 RBIs in 81. Runners at second and third. Let's see if anything happening. And the 20, Eichelberger has definitely got a lot here. A 1-5, a balk. A 6-15 is a pickoff. And a 16-21 is a pickoff error. He's going to throw to second to see if he gets Trio. And that is a 10, and he got him. Eichelberger turns around and throws to second to get Trio. That is a pickoff, and that will end the inning. Obviously, Eichelberger had very good pickoff ratings. And that will retire the side. 3 runs on 2 hits. 2 hits and 3 walks. And the Phillies are already off to a fast start in this ball game. As yes, I am sorry, Brian Patterson. I know you are an Indians fan. At least I remember, I think you are. We go to the bottom of the first inning. Starting pitcher for the Philadelphia Phillies in this game was Nino Espinosa. 2 wins, 5 losses, a 6.15 ERA. Did not have a good year, but he got the call against the Padres in this one. Bottom of the first. Leading off, the shortstop, the Wizard of Oz, Ozzie Smith, before he went to the Cardinals. Ozzie Smith in 81, a 222 average, no homers, 21 RBIs. He did play in all 110 games for the Padres that year. This is, of course, by the way, our first look at the Padres for the 81 season. Only one team left that we've not seen in the start here of this season. We will see them tomorrow night, though. Espinosa with the pitch. 5-1. That's a blank. He's not tired. Smith will swing. 6-3, and that's going to be a ground out to short. And that's out number 1. Next up for the Padres, center fielder Rupert Jones, 249 average, 4 homers, 39 RBIs. Espinosa, 6-3, range play at the park. San Diego Stadium, 6-4, and that is a blank. We got a rare play. Another rare play on the board. This time, rare plays with bases empty. Let's see what happens. And that is a 6-6. If outdoors, a storm front passes through, causing a rain delay. Roll a 1D20 with a 1-3 being a rain out. We won't do that, but we will see 4-20 is added to the current pitcher's batters faced. Well, that's a 14 is what came up. So let's see. So 14 is added to the current pitcher's batters faced. So let's see what we got here. So Nino Espinosa, he faces 23 batters. He's already faced 1. So that's 1. So that's 15. So that tells me I'm going to raise Espinosa. 23 minus 15 is 8. And then take away 1 batter, which is 7. So Espinosa now will be tired on the 7th batter he faces. Juan Eichelberger, 25 minus 14 is 11. And he faced 7 batters. He's got 4 batters left he can face before he's tired. So that's what happened. So a little rain delay. Now we'll get back to the action. We'll do it here. Rupert Jones will get a chance. So still 1 out, bottom of the first, rain delay, but now the pitchers may not be in this game, will not be in this game for long. Espinosa, a 2-5, strikeout, 15 against the righty, no. Jones is a 15, but -2 makes that a 13. He will not strike out. 6-4, and he grounds out to second. So that is out number 2. The important thing is will be Cleveland another 25 years, so no worries. That is true. 2 men outs. That will bring up the left fielder, Gene Richards. No, not the band player from Kiss. 288 average, 3 homers, 42 RBIs. Richards is the call here for the Padres. Espinosa, 2-5, strikeout, 20, not a chance. Richards, 2-2, line drive right to shortstop. Boa's got it, and he will retire the side. 1, 2, 3, go the Padres. 3-0 Phillies after 1 as they go ahead and try to dry the field off a little better after the storm front. Although I don't think it rains in Southern California, so I don't know where the rain came from here in San Diego. I just realized we are in San Diego. It never rains down there. At least, it never rains in California, that kind of thing. Whatever. Top of the second inning, leading off will be Bob Boone. He was at the plate when the throw was made to second for the pickoff. So Eichelberger will go ahead and make the play. Oh, yeah, no, I couldn't see Cleveland moving anywhere there, Cleve baseball fan and Brian. I cannot see those guys going anywhere. I just don't. No. I do see the Athletics leaving Oakland and the Rays leaving Tampa Bay unless they do something for those two teams. Eichelberger with the pitch. 3-5, strikeout 4. No, that's too high. Boone will swing the bat. 4-1, and that's a ground out to short. One out, and that will bring up the pitcher, Nino Espinosa. They will let him bat. They will let him bat, even though he is not as strong as he was. They'll let him bat at least this round. Eichelberger with the pitch. 1-4, error on a throw. Espinosa, 4-3, ground ball to first. That ball is hit to Perkins. Perkins' error rating is a 2. That's an 11. He'll make it, and he will throw to Eichelberger to get the play, out number 2. So that is a ground ball to first. And now, once again, here's Smith. Smith is 0 for 1. Eichelberger, he will pitch. 4-6 against a righty. Strikeout 7, too high. Smith will swing. 3-3. Double into center field for Lonnie Smith. He smacks one off the wall in center, and the Phillies get a man on second. Nice double by Smith to keep the inning alive. And that will bring up Peter Rose. Rose walked his first time up, and he scored. Smith is a threat to steal. He does not get the jump there. He'll hold it second. Eichelberger trying to get out of this inning. This will be his tiring batter since the storm front. Eichelberger with the pitch. 2-6, strikeout 17. Rose doesn't strike out there. He gets the swing, 5-5, and that's a fly ball to left field. Getting under it is Richards, and he will make the catch and retire the side. No runs, a hit for the Phillies. They do strand 1, and we go to the bottom of the second. Nino Espinosa still has a few more batters to face before retiring. Leading off for the Padres will be the catcher, Terry Kennedy. 301 average, 2 homers, 41 RBIs. That's a good year for him. That's nothing wrong with those stats. I'll take them every year. Kennedy, also, I always felt Terry Kennedy was also an underrated catcher. He can play the position, I felt, pretty well. Espinosa, that is 6-4. Walk plus 10, that 3 will walk Kennedy. And the Padres get the first man on. A walk by Espinosa. He had 22 of them in 81. Infield moves to double play depth. Next batter, first baseman Broderick Perkins. 280 average, 2 homers, 40 RBIs for 92 games in 81. That's not too bad. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. Kennedy really not a threat to do anything. Espinosa doesn't have any pickoff rating. But there is still a hit and run chance, but you're not going to do it. Kennedy will stay put. Espinosa with the pitch. 4-1. Possible error. Perkins will swing. 6-3. And he popped it up in the infield. That's a pop up to first. Rose's his error rating is a 2. That's a 1. He dropped it. Holy cow. Pete Rose dropped it. A pop up to first base, and that is a clean drop. And the runners will advance 1 base. The only way he could have had an error is on a 1 because it's an odd number and it's under his range. And Pete Rose's error rating is a 2. That is a 1, and he just dropped it. And that is going to be an E3. Holy cow, I can't believe Rose didn't make the play on a pop-up. And that is the first error on the Phillies. They did have an error historically in this game. And that keeps the inning alive. And Espinosa can't believe Pete Rose said, man, come on, man. There are fans in the stands that could have made that catch. Next up for the Padres will be right fielder Joe Lefebvre. Joe Lefebvre, 256 average, 8 homers, 31 RBIs, another one of those great baseball names. Runners at first and second. The infield is still a double play death. And nothing happening on the 20, so Espinosa will pitch. Espinosa, 6-2. That's a pitcher result. That 6 is going to be too high for either side, so it is a blank. Lefebvre, a 1-5, and Lefebvre comes through. He's going to make him pay. That's going to be a double to right field for Lefebvre. Kennedy will score. Perkins' base running rating is a 2. It's a double to right. -1 makes it a 1. The right fielder for Philadelphia, Smith, he has a -1 arm, so it's a 0. So Perkins automatically holds at third. Lefebvre goes to second. It's 3-1. As the Padres get on the board. And runners at the corners. As Lefebvre gets a big double. BB joins us here at San Diego Stadium. Next batter will be third baseman Luis Salazar. 303 average, 3 homers, 38 RBIs. That's a good year for Salazar. He had 400 at bats in 81. Not many batters got over 400 at bats because of the strike shortened season. He was one of them. Runners at second and third. And now what do you do with the Phillies? I think you call the infield in and not allow any runs to score. It is only 3-1. It's only the bottom of the second. But I think if you're the Phillies, you got to go ahead and try to make plays. Anything on the bases, that is a no. Perkins stays put. Runners at second and third. Still nobody out. Espinosa, he will go ahead and make the pitch. 6-5. Base hit right up the middle. Single one. That's a base hit right past Espinosa. Perkins comes in to score. Lefebvre, base running rating of 3 from second. He will come in to score. Salazar holds at first. We're tied at 3. Stadium cheers. Yay! RBI single by Salazar right up through the box. And the Padres get 3 runs and tie this game up. Woodman 564 joins us here at San Diego Stadium. And that's going to be all for Espinosa. He is tired. And because of the storm front, the Phillies will lose him. And the Phillies will go to the bullpen. And he was absolutely terrible right after going 3 up and 3 down in the first. Next up for the Padres, second baseman Juan Bonilla. I don't think he was related to Bobby Bonilla in any way, though. 290 average, a homer, 25 RBIs. Unless somebody knows he was, let me know, but I don't think he was. Good year for Bobby Bonilla. These Padre hitters can hit. I guess they just didn't have any pitching. Phillies will go to the bullpen, and since it is this early, let's see what they're going to bring in to pitch. And since it is this early, I can bring in pretty much any other starter. Any other starter that's got relief appearances here. And let's see, I did not expect the storm front, and that really slows things down. So let's see, 6, 6, 5. I guess I'm going to bring him in. Coming on to pitch for the Phillies will be Larry Christensen. And he's going to be the second Philly starter, Larry Christensen, 4 wins, 7 losses, a save, a 3.54 ERA. He can pitch to 10 batters before tiring. So Christensen will take over here with Salazar on at first and nobody out in the bottom of the second, already tied at 3. So Bonilla will go ahead and bat against Christensen. See if anything happening. That is an 11, and no, nothing happening there. Salazar does have a steal chance. Christensen will pitch. 3-1 against the righty. It's a home run result against a right-handed pitcher. Bonilla is a 2. -1 is a 1. The 19 is too high. Bonilla swings. 6-1, and that's going to be a ground ball to third. Let's see if they turn 2. 2-0, 3. Second base for Philadelphia is Trio. He has a 0 arm. A 1-3, it's a double play. They got it. 2 outs. Third base to second base to first base. And that will make it 2 outs. So, boy, did the Phillies need that. 5-4-3 double play. Let's see here. So, was it Christensen? No, that's correct. That's right. Next batter is supposed to be Juan Eichelberger, but he has already reached his fatigue rating. He will not bat. The Padres will bring him back, and we'll see a pinch hitter for the Padres, and that is going to be Randy Bass. 210 average, 4 homers, 20 RBIs. He has the most at-bats for a lefty against right-handed pitching. So Randy Bass will go up against Christensen. So 2 outs. Christensen will now bat. Lots of high batting averages in 81 with 2 months off for the strike. That is true. As I said, these cards are a little misleading. Remember, and not because of the system, because of, remember, all right, you know, they only played 103 to 110 games. Pitch from Christensen, 4-4. Strikeout, 14. No, that's too high. Bass is a 15, but -2 makes him 13. Bass. 4-2, and he grounds it to second base. Up with it is Trio, and he will toss it to first for the out. So we've got an interesting ball game here going on. So 3 runs on 2 hits, 1 walk and an error. After 2, we're tied at 3. Could be in for one of those games. Triples across the board, 3-3-3. Leading off for the Phillies will be Michael Jack Schmidt. They have right, left, right coming up. Padres need a new pitcher. Let's see who they're going to go with here. And I got to go, let's see. I got to have a pitcher that can at least go at least several. Yeah, they'll go with him. Coming on to pitch for the Padres will be Steve Mura. 5 wins, 14 losses, a 4.28 ERA. Mura will become the second Padre pitcher. He can pitch to 9 batters. And we'll see how long he can go. Top of the third. Mura, he will pitch to Schmidt. 5-3, strikeout 3, got him. He strikes out Michael Jack Schmidt. And he gets a K, out number 1. Next up is Unser. Unser is 1 for 1. He doubled his first time up. Mura, 4-2, wild pitch, ball 1. Mura, 2-5, range play. Unser, let's see what he's got. 1-2, that's a fly ball to center field. That ball is hit to Rupert Jones. Jones's range is a 3. He will make the catch, out number 2. And that just goes as a fly out to center. Next up is Matthews. Matthews is 1 for 2, singled his first, 1 for 1, singled his first time up. Mura, 6-4, error on a grounder. Matthews, 1-5. That is a ground ball. That's hit to third. The ball is hit. The ball is hit to Luis Salazar. His error rating is a 10. That's an 18. He's got it, and he will throw to first and retire the side. 1, 2, 3, go the Phillies. On a ground out to third. Bottom of the third inning coming up. And it is the top of the order for the Padres. The Wizard of Oz, Ozzie Smith. Smith is 0 for 1. A young Ozzie Smith, I should say. Christensen. Let's see what he has. 1-5. Range play at the park. San Diego Stadium, 6-5. That's a pop-up to the behind. That's a pop-up behind the plate to the catcher, and that is Boone. Boone's range is a 2. He can't get it, and that will go into the stands. That's a foul ball. Pop-ups to the catcher on failed range plays are foul outs, or foul balls. So they do it again. Christensen, 6-2. A range play again. Smith, 3-6. Again, he pops it up. This time it's a pop fly ball to short. Boa's range is a 2. Can he get it? No, it's going to drop in for a hit. Ozzie Smith pops up the ball twice, and neither time the Philly player can get it. Only the second pop-up, Smith has a single. Well, that storm front really did some damage to the Phillies right now. And here is Jones. Jones is 0 for 1. Smith, a definite threat to steal. And he does get the jump. 13 0 from Christensen. Boone, a +2 is a 15. And I'm going to send him. A 1-15. Smith steals second. He's safe easily on a 5. Ozzie Smith had 22 stolen bases that year. So a stolen base for Smith. Can he get a jump on third? No, he'll stay put. Rupert Jones, though, that was a 17. Rupert Jones does have a chance to bunt, but I usually like bunting a runner from second to third if he's already in scoring position, and plus Smith has a base running rating of 4. I don't think it's necessary. Let him swing away. Plus no double play. Christensen will pitch. 3-4. Again with the range plays. Jones, 3-6. That's a ground ball to second base. That's it to Trio. Trio's range is a 3. The infield is normal. He's got it, and he'll throw to first to get the out. Smith advances to third. So that kind of worked like a hit and run in a way. So ground out to second, and here's Richards. Infield now in by the Phillies. Smith on at third. A 20. Christensen's got a chance. Christensen throws to the plate. The catcher throws to third. Smith is out of there. Picked him off. Picked him off. Larry Christensen, also an excellent pickoff rating. That pickoff is a 10. A 20 came up for a pickoff chance. He throws to the plate, and then it's thrown by Boone to third, and Smith is out. 2 outs. Oh, we got Smith. Stadium groans a little bit. Oh, he picked off Smith. And now there are 2 down. What a move by Christensen. Smith was caught a little bit, maybe thought of coming home, and then Boone fired it to third base and nailed him. So now 2 outs, and now Richards will bat with no one on base. Christensen, a 5-6. That's at the park. San Diego Stadium, 3-1. Single right past second base, and boy, getting him off, pitching him off, picking him off at third was huge. Richards goes to first, and he will hold. Oh, that took a run off the board. Richards gets a single, and here is Kennedy. Kennedy walked his first time up. Richards does have a stealing chance. He doesn't get the jump, though. Christensen, he will pitch to Kennedy. And 4-3. Strikeout 1, got him. And that will end the inning. So no runs on 2 hits, a stolen base. But nothing there for the Phillies as Ozzie Smith was caught sleeping at third. And Christensen threw to the plate. And then the throw to third base to get him out. And the inning is over. We're still tied at 3 after 3. Top of the 4th inning coming up. Leading off for the Phillies will be Manny Trio. Trio walked his first time up. Miura, he'll go ahead and he will make the pitch. 1-6, that's a blank. Trio, a 3-1 ground out to second. One away. And here's Boa. Boa is 0 for 1. Miura, he'll go ahead, he'll make the pitch. And that's a 5-2. That's at the park. San Diego Stadium getting a lot of work. San Diego Stadium 5-6. That's going to be a base hit. It's a single plus to center field. Boa around first. He has to try for second. Boa's base running rating is a 4. Center fielder is Jones. +1 is a 5. So Boa will make it on a 1-5 on the brown die, a 6. And since Jones is a +1, a 6-1 or 2, he'll be out. It's a 6-2, and the throw goes to second base, and Boa is caught. He is out of there. Holy cow, he nailed him. He nailed him. Boa runs to try to take a second base, and he is thrown out by Rupert Jones in center, and I can't believe he got him, but he did. And that is out number 2. Wow, lots of assists. That does go as a hit. It does go as a hit, but an assist at second as Boa tried to take second base, and he gets nailed by Rupert Jones. Here's Boone. Boone is 0 for 1. Padres would love a win here against the 76 champs. Miura, 1-4. That's an error on a throw. Boone, 4-2 against a right-hander. That's going to be a double to left field. Boone smacks a double to left, and he will hold at second. So Boa getting caught at second base, that took a run off the board. Wow, lots of base running mistakes tonight by both teams. So Boone winds up at second with a double, and the batter now is Larry Christensen, and we'll see a pinch hitter for him, as the Phillies will go to the bench. The only left-hander they have on the bench will be Greg Gross, and he will bat. Greg Gross, 225 average, no homers, 7 RBIs in 81, and he will go up against Miura with 2 outs and a runner on second. So far, lots of base running mistakes by both teams. Boone on at second. Miura will make a pitch, see if anything happening. That is an 8, and no. Miura, he'll make the pitch to Gross. 2-6, that's blank. Gross swings. 2-1, that's a grounder to shortstop. Pick up by the Wizard of Oz. He flips over in the infield, throws to first, and side retired. No runs, 2 hits. As both teams are making base running mistakes in this game, and it's costing each team runs. We go to the bottom of the 4th. Leading off for the Padres will be Broderick Perkins. And we'll see who the Phillies want. The Phillies want to pitch. It's still before the midway point of the game. I can bring in any pitcher. And let's see who that has relief appearances. I cannot bring in a starter who does not. So in other words, Steve Carlton I can't bring in. That's one of the rules I have. So let's see who we can bring in next. 7, 6. And we got what? Left, right. Yeah, let's go ahead and bring him in. Coming on to pitch for the Phillies will be Sparky Lyle. Sparky Lyle. Last time we saw him was on the 76 Yankees. 9 wins, 6 losses, 2 saves. A 4.44 ERA. Not one of his better years. So Perkins leads off the bottom of the 4th. Lyle, he'll make the pitch. 2-4. That's a blank. He just came in there. He is not tired. He is not tired. Perkins, a 4-3, and he grounds out to short. That's out number 1. Next up is Joe Lefebvre, and he got a double his first time up. He's 1-for-1. Chris Welch on the Padre roster. I believe he is. I'll have to check, but I think he is. Lyle will pitch. 4-2. Walk plus 10. That 4 will walk Lefebvre easily, and he will trot to first. Another walk given up by the Phillies. That is the second. He asking me about Chris Welch, and the answer is yes. Welch is on the roster tonight if needed. Lefebvre on it first, and that will bring up Salazar. Salazar got a base hit his last time up, but got caught at second base, and he is 1-for-1. Infield a double play depth. Lefebvre, that is a 19, nothing happening. Salazar can bunt for the 303 average. Why would you want to? Lyle will pitch. 3-2, error on a grounder. Salazar, 3-5. That's a ball hit to right field. That is a 3 against the lefty. That's a base hit. Single for Salazar on a single to left. Sorry, single to right. Single to right field. Now it's a possible error on a grounder, so the ball was hit. The ball was hit to right field. The right fielder for Philadelphia is Lonnie Smith. His error rating is a 5. He will not make an error, so we'll have normal base runner advancement. Lefebvre, base running rating of 3. Single to right, plus 2 is 5. Smith, minus 1 is 4. A 1-4, Lefebvre will make third. He does. He will hold it third. Salazar holds it first. The Padres are in business. Michael Peterson joins us here at San Diego Stadium. Next batter will be Juan Bonilla. Bonilla is 0-for-1. Runners at the corners. The Phillies will call the infield in. Lyle already in some trouble, and I can't just replace pitchers because of how many they only had here in the 80s. Let's see, does Salazar get a break? No, he does not. Bonilla can bunt. He has a squeeze attempt, but with a 290 average, I think that's a waste. He'll swing. Lyle will pitch. 4-3 against the righty. Base hit right up the middle. Single one against the right-handed batter, and that's a base hit. The Padres just took the lead. Lefebvre will score. Salazar, base running rating of 3. He will not make third. He has to hold it second. But the Padres take the lead. It's 4-3. Stadium cheers. Yay! RBI single by Juan Bonilla. And we'll see a new batter for Steve Mura as he is the next batter to be. So the Padres will go to the bench. And coming on to bat for the Padres will be Dave Edwards. 214 average, 2 homers, 13 RBIs. He'll go up against Lyle. Runners at first and second. And now a 4-3 Padre lead in a game the Padres lost 6-3 historically. Lyle, he will make the pitch to Edwards. Let's see what we got. Anything happening on the bases? The 3, no. Salazar does not get the jump. He needed to be a 2. Lyle will pitch. 3-2. Error on a grounder again. Edwards. 3-3. And that is going to be a ground ball to third. That's a ground ball to third base. Let's first find out if an error is made. That ball is hit to Schmidt. His error rating is a 10. That's a 16. He will not make an error. Now let's find out where the ball was hit to. That is a 6, and that ball was in the hole. The only double play chance will go from second to first. So let's see if they turn it. 4-0. Infield was back to double play depth. 4-0-5. Second base. Second base, trio is a 0. A 1-5, they'll turn the double play, and they do. Third base to second base to first base. Side retired. And the Phillies get out of it with only minimal damage. 1 run. on 2 hits for San Diego and a walk. The Padres lead this game 4-3 after 4. We go to the top of inning number 5. And let's see, leading off for the Phillies is Lonnie Smith. They're in the 5th inning. The Padres, however, it has to be past the 5th, so I could still bring in anybody because of that storm front. So let's see who they're going to bring in here. Let's see. For the Padres, you got a righty, so 6, 7, 5. Could bring in him. Littlefield, 6. Let's see. They got the whole lineup to go. Let's go with who has the most at bats. That's Boone, right? Yeah. Coming on to pitch for the Padres will be Danny Boone. Yep, Daniel Boone. You heard me. Danny Boone. 1 win, no losses, 2 saves, a 2.84 ERA. Boone becomes the 3rd Padre pitcher. He can pitch to 7 batters. So we'll see how he does. Lonnie Smith leads off, and he is 1 for 2. He doubled his last time up. Boone with the pitch. 2-3. That's a blank. Smith will swing. 3-4 against the lefty. That's a ground out to short. That's out number 1. He grounds out to short against the left-handed pitcher, and here is Charlie Hustle. Hustle is 0 for 1. Boone, 2-2. Hit by pitch, 9. That's too high. Rose, 4-4, and that's going to be grounded to short again. And the throw goes to first for out number 2. Another ground ball to short. And now once again is Michael Jack Schmidt. Schmidt is 0 for 1, walked and struck out. Boone will pitch to Michael. And 1-3, strikeout 10. And no, he does not get him. Schmidt is a 7 against lefties, -2 is a 5. Schmidt avoids it. He swings 3-4, and against the left-handed pitcher, that's going to be a ground ball to short again. And Ozzie Smith can't believe all the work he's getting. He picks it up, throws to first, side retired. All 3 outs in this inning were all grounders to Smith. 1, 2, 3, go the Phils. And we go to the bottom of the 5th inning. Sparky Lyle will stay out there. He can pitch to 2 batters before retiring. Leading off for the Padres will be Ozzie Smith, and he is 1 for 2 with a stolen base. So far, we got a pretty interesting matchup here at San Diego Stadium. Lyle, 3-1, that is blank. Smith, 4-1, fly out to center. That's going to be the first out. Smith goes back to the dugout. Next up is Jones. Jones is 0 for 2. Lyle, he'll look in. 6-3, that is blank. Jones, 6-1, that's grounded right back to Lyle. He'll take it up. He will throw to first for out number 2. There's a comebacker right back to Lyle. Lyle is now tired, and they're going to see if he can get through the inning. Here is Gene Richards. Richards is 1 for 2, so they're going to see if Lyle can get done with it here. 2 outs here, bottom of the 5th, 4-3 Friars. Lyle, 4-4. Wild pitch ball 1. Do it again. Lyle again. 5-4. That's a range play. Richards, he'll swing 1-1, and that's a ground ball to second base. That ball is hit to Trio. Trio's range is a 3, and he can't get it. It will be a base hit for Richards. Richards gets his second hit of the night. And that's garbage. I'll get rid of it. Second hit of the night, and now the batter is Kennedy. Lyle, they're going to go with him one more inning. They really do not want to go through the pitchers that quickly. Lyle is already the third pitcher for the Phillies in this game. They will pitch to Kennedy, although Kennedy actually can do a little more damage, I guess, but we'll see what happens. 2 outs. Lyle will pitch. Richards is a threat to steal, and he does get the jump if he wants it. I might just, let's see, 14 plus 2 is 16. Boone plus 2 is 18. A 90% chance to steal, even with a 301 average at the plate. You got to go. You got to go. The only way Richards is thrown out is on a 19 or 20. And he's safe. He just got under the tag with an 18. Richards just gets under the tag. Stolen base. A 19 or 20 is the only way he would have been thrown out, and he rolls an 18. Richards holds at second. They check the replay. Oh, yeah, that's right. They didn't do that in 1981. Does Richards get the chance to get a jump to third? No. Lyle will now pitch to Kennedy. And now, what do you do now? Because the runner's in scoring position, if you hit 2-4 for Lyle, that's an automatic single. I'm going to take a chance. Lyle will go ahead and pitch to Kennedy. It's a 5-6, and that is a walk chance, not a strikeout chance. It's an 18. That's too high, though. Kennedy, that will end Lyle's night anyway. Kennedy will swing. 6-5, and he laces a double into left field. Kennedy will take Lyle deep into the outfield, and that's going to be a double. Richards will come in to score. Kennedy goes to second. It's 5-3 Padres. Stadium cheers. Yay! A double for Terry Kennedy, and that is it for Lyle anyway, as the Phillies will have to go to the bullpen. The next batter is Broderick Perkins. Let's see who the Phillies want to bring on to pitch. And I'm already running out of pitchers here. I'm already beginning to run out. Perkins is a lefty, got a couple of lefties up there. They're going to go with, I think they're going to go with the lefty in this case. Coming on to pitch for the Phillies is going to be Tug McGraw. 2 wins, 4 losses, 10 saves, a 2.66 ERA. McGraw becomes the 4th Philly pitcher. He can pitch to 5 batters before tiring. We'll see how long he can go, though. Kennedy on at second, 5-3. Friars getting the jump here on the Phillies. Phillies jumped out to a 3-0 lead. A storm front came through, and now the Padres have gotten 5 unanswered runs. Anything with Kennedy on second? No. McGraw, 5-1. Strikeout 9. Nope, that's too high. Perkins will swing. 3-6, and that's a ground out to second base. Up with it is Trio. He will throw to first to get the out, and that will end the inning. 1 run on 2 hits and a stolen base. The Phillies have gotten 2 hits in each of the last 4 innings. They lead 5-3 after 5. So right now, the Padres getting a jump here on the 76 World Series champions from RJL 518. As we now go to the top of the 6th. Del Unser leads off for Philadelphia, and he is 1 for 2. Danny Boone has 4 batters he can face before tiring. He is due to bat 4th in the bottom of the 6th. Boone will pitch. 3-3. Blank, not tired. Unser. 1-1. Line out to second. Out number 1. What a hard hit. But Bonilla makes the play. Here's Matthews. Matthews is 1 for 2. pitch from Boone. 1-6. That's blank. Matthews. 2-3. That's a ball hit to center field. That is a 16 against the lefty. That is way too high. And it's going to be a fly out to center for the second out. Now the Padre pitching is doing the job tonight. Here's Trio. Trio is 0 for 1. Boone, he'll go ahead. 6-6, strikeout 17, no. Trio, 2-4, base hit to left field. Trio goes ahead. He'll keep the inning alive with a 2-out base knock. That's his first hit tonight. Here's Boa. Boa is 1 for 2, got a single, but got thrown out at second trying to stretch it. Trio on at first. There are 2 outs. Let's see if anything happening. That is a 4, no. He will stay put and hope Boa can get a hit. Boone will pitch to Boa. Boa does better work against lefties than he does against righties, although actually it's pretty close on the card. Boone, 5-6, strikeout 3, and no, he didn't get him. That is a 3, but -2 from San Diego Stadium. Boa does not strike out. He will swing. 4-6, and it's a ground ball to third base. Salazar's got it, and he's going to throw to second to get Trio, and that will retire the side. No runs and a hit for the Phillies. We go to the bottom of the 6th, 5-3 Friars. Friars trying to get a win against the Phils, who right now, already with a record of 22-11, look like they will be getting a chance to defend their 76th title. Bottom of the 6th, Joe Lefebvre will go ahead and bat, and he is 1 for 1, doubled and walked. Tug McGraw will stay out there for the Phillies. He is due to bat second in the 7th. McGraw, 6-4, at the park. San Diego Stadium, 4-4, ground out to second, and that's out number 1. Well hit, but a nice play there by Trio. Here's Salazar. Salazar is 2 for 2. He has 2 singles. McGraw, a 4-3. That's a walk plus 10. That 11 will walk him. He walks Salazar. He does allow the walk. Salazar will be on base for the 3rd time tonight. Here's Bonilla. Bonilla is 1 for 2, singled his last time up, infield double play depth. Although McGraw, however, a -2 in double play depth. It almost doesn't even pay to do it. And you know what? I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to lay them back and save the range play. In this kind of case, it really doesn't matter. So save the range, and maybe, hopefully, you get an out. We'll see. First, we'll check anything on the bases. That is an 11. Salazar stays put. McGraw, 4-4. Strikeout 5. No, we will not strike out Bonilla. Bonilla swings 2-1, and that is a ground ball to second base. Now, of course, they're not in double play, so 2 is 0, and nothing from the double play. Second base still makes the call, so we would throw to the shortstop. Boa has a 0, so there's no chance in a double play. So let's see where the out goes. That is a 3, and Salazar is going to make it to second base because they were not in double play format. So Salazar gets to second. The only play was the first. There are 2 outs. So maybe that wasn't the right play, but then again, I'm thinking of range plays here. And Salazar goes to second on the grounder to second. Danny Boone is up next. We'll see a pinch hitter for him. And Padres will bring in a righty. And coming on to pitch for the Padres will be Barry Evans. A .323 average, 7 RBIs. He only hit 93 times. So pretty much a ringer card, but he is right now the right-hander with the most at-bats. So he gets the swing here. Salazar on its second. McGraw, got to try to see if he can get him out. 2 outs. Anything for Salazar? No. McGraw settles in, now pitches. 1-4, strikeout 19, no way. Evans swings 5-6, and that's going to be a fly ball to left field. It's a star 4. Fly out to left. Matthews will get to it, and he will make the catch and retire the side. A walk is all the Padres got. Looked like they almost threatened, but they couldn't get it done. After 6, 5-3 Friars. Top of inning number 7. Leading off for the Phillies is Bob Boone. And Boone is, let's see, they got right switch coming up. Padres need a pitcher. Now we go by most appearances. And coming on to pitch for the Padres will be John Littlefield. Littlefield becomes the 4th Padre pitcher. 2 wins, 3 losses, 2 saves, a 3.66 ERA. Littlefield will pitch to Boone. Top of the 7th, 5-3. Can the Phillies come back here? Pitch from Littlefield. 3-3. Home run chance. Boone a righty. A 1-11. The 7 passes. Against a right-hander. Boone is a 10. -1 is a 9. A 1-9. Boone goes yard. No, it's an 11 too high. Oh, Littlefield makes a mistake. Boone couldn't take advantage of it. Let's see what he does do with it. 4-2, and he does smack a double to left. So Boone doesn't get the homer, but maybe it's better he gets on base. Double to left field, the second double of the night. Boone will hold that second. A leadoff double by Boone. And now we'll see a pinch hitter from McGraw as he's the next batter up. And they don't have any more lefties, so now it is the right-handed batters, and coming on to bat for the Phillies will be Gary Maddox. Gary Maddox does not start this game, but he is on the bench. 263 average, 5 homers, 40 RBIs in 81 for the Phils. And Maddox, a definite man that can bring in a run. Let's see if anything happening with Littlefield. That is a 4. Boone staying put. Littlefield, and let's see here, hold on a minute. Let me just make sure I get his fatigue area. Littlefield will make the pitch. 2-4, that's blank. Maddox, 3-6, fly ball center field. That's going to be out number 1. Boone has no speed. He has a 1 base running rating. On a fly ball to center field, it's automatically a -2 chance to advance. I won't do anything more than that. Boone stays put. 1 out. Maddox can't get the job done. It will now bring up Smith. Smith is 1 for 3. He has a double in the game. And Littlefield's got a 20. He goes ahead, turns around, fires to second. A 1-3, it's a pickoff. A 4-6, it's an error. And no, Boone gets back. Wow, lots of base running chances going on in this matchup. Littlefield will now pitch. 4-1. Walk plus 10. That 16 will walk him. Yes, it will. Smith becomes a 20. -1 is 19, and he does walk Smith. And now the Phillies are in business. Runners at first and second for Peter Rose. Rose is yet to get a hit. He is 0 for 2. They go talk to Littlefield on the mound. See if he's going to get it in. Infield goes to double play depth. Littlefield, he'll go ahead. See if anything happening on the bases. The 18 is no. Littlefield, 3-1. Against the switch left. That's blank. Rose swings. 3-1. And that's a ground ball to short. Do they turn the double play? 3-0 for second base. Bonilla is a 0. A 1-4. The Padres get out of the inning. Yes, they do. Shortstop to second to first. Twin killing side retired. 6-4-3 double play. No runs. A hit. And the Phillies strand some base runners. And right now the Phillies are having their issues against the Padres in this game. We go to the 7th inning stretch. Sing, take me out to the ball game. I'll be right back. Don't forget, after tonight, we have 10-minute ticker brought to you by FastScore Baseball. Our next game will be tomorrow night. It will be May 20th. And it's the final game of the first schedule block where we see all the teams. And it will be, there's only one team we have yet to see, and it is the Halos. It's the California Angels. They will take on the Baltimore Orioles from Memorial Stadium. It will be Mike Witt versus Dennis Martinez tomorrow night. So the Angels are the only team yet we have not seen, and they are off to a good start right now. California's record right now is 21-15, thanks to 10-minute ticker, but we'll see how good they are on the board. As the Angels will play as the Halos play the O's tomorrow night on Inside Pitch, and then I will construct the second schedule block. Every team again will get to be seen, no matter what their record is. However, that schedule block will go through the All-Star break and the early part of August, okay, because remember, of the strike. It'll be after the second schedule block is when I will start removing teams that are no longer in the playoff hunt. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Leading off for the Padres is Ozzie Smith, and he is 1 for 3. Phillies need a pitcher. You got switch left. I think do I have a lefty left? The answer is no, I do not. So it's not really a save situation, but I may just go with him anyway. No, I'll bring him in instead. Coming on to pitch for the Phillies will be Mike Prawley. 2 wins, a loss, 2 saves, a 3.86 ERA. Prawley becomes the 5th Philly pitcher, and he can pitch to 6 batters before retiring. So Ozzie Smith leads off here at the bottom of the 7th. Mike Prawley will make the pitch, and it's a 5-6, strikeout 12, no. Smith will swing the bat, 6-1, fly out to center. That's the first out. Second time tonight that the Wizard of Oz has flown out to center, getting in that magic balloon of his. Here's Jones. Jones is 0 for 3. World's worst gamer joins us here at San Diego Stadium. Prawley, 3-1 against the lefty. That is an automatic out, and it will be a ground out to third. 2 outs. And the next batter will be Richards. Richards is 2 for 3. He has 2 singles, and he has a stolen base. Not too bad. Prawley, 3-1 against the lefty. Again, it's an automatic out. And it's going to be a ground out to first base. That's picked up by Peter Rose, and he will Charlie hustle it to first by himself. And it's a 1-2-3 inning for the Phillies. Nothing across, and that is the first 1-2-3 inning on the Padres since the first inning. And it's still 5-3 Friars after 7. Top of the 8th inning, because of the, you would think that the way I did the pitchers today, you would think I was playing a 2021 bullpen game, as because of the storm front, I had to bring out pitcher after pitcher after pitcher. All right, you would think I was playing a 2021 bullpen game, which I tell you the truth, I don't understand that idea. I just don't. Unless you're trying to rest your starter or something like that, yeah, but you wear out your bullpen. I just personally, I would never run a team that way if I was a manager. Top of the eighth inning, leading off for the Phillies will be Michael Jack Schmidt. Schmidt is 0 for 2, and Littlefield, he can pitch to 2 batters before tiring. He will pitch. Littlefield will make the pitch. 6-2, that's at the park. San Diego Stadium says 2-2, and that's a fly out to left. Schmidt not having a good night tonight. He is now 0 for 3, although he did draw a walk in the first. Here's Unser. Unser is 1 for 3. He has a double tonight. Littlefield, 4-5, that's blank. Unser, 4-2, and that's going to be a grounder to second base. And the throw goes to first for out number 2. Not too bad there. Ground out to second. Next up is Matthews. Littlefield is now tired. They're going to see if he can pitch and get done with this inning. Fans here at San Diego would love to see a Friar win over the 76 World Series champions. Littlefield, 4-3, strikeout 1, got him, struck him out, and the inning is over. Nice job by Littlefield. And 1, 2, 3 go the Fightin' Phils. We go to the bottom of the eighth. Leading off for the Phillies will be Terry Kennedy. They have 3 straight lefties coming up. But there are no more lefties in the bullpen for the Phillies. Prawley will stay out there. He can pitch to 3 batters before tiring. So Prawley will pitch to Kennedy. His job is to keep it 5-3. Prawley and 5-1 against the lefty. He's getting those rolls. That is beautiful. 5-1 against the left-handed hitter. That is going to be an automatic out. It's a ground out to third. He is hitting those lefty switches, those lefty splits. Here's Perkins. Perkins is 0 for 3. He did reach on an error. Prawley, 6-3. Hit by pitch, 13. Not this time. Perkins, a 4-5. That's a fly out to right, and that is out number 2. Two away now for Joe Lefebvre. Lefebvre he's 1 for 2, has a double and a walk, and he scored twice tonight. Prawley, he'll pitch. 6-1, blank. Lefebvre, see what he can do. 2-3, nope, that's a ground ball to third, and Michael Jack Schmidt's got it, tosses it to first for the final out. 1, 2, 3 go the Padres. After 8, it is still 5-3 as Big Clue joins us here at San Diego Stadium. Will we see some ninth inning magic? We saw it last night, didn't we? 5-3. Leading off for the Phillies is Manny Trio. The Padres will go to the bullpen. They'll go with the closer. And who was their closer that year? And it is, they're going to see here, right switch right. Let's see. No, they're going to go with him. Coming on to pitch for the Padres is going to be Gary Lucas. And he was their closer that year. 7 wins, 7 losses, 13 saves, a 2.00 ERA. On 57 appearances, he was one of the top relief pitchers in baseball in 81, Gary Lucas. So Lucas will pitch to Manny Trio and try to close this game out. Fans here at San Diego Stadium want to see a win for the Friars. Lucas will pitch. Lucas, a 4-1, that's an error on a grounder. Trio was 1 for 2 tonight. Trio, 5-2, that's a ground ball to shortstop. That ball is hit to Ozzie Smith. His error rating is a 6. That's an 18. He's got it. He flips on the infield, throws to first, out number 1. Nice play by Ozzie Smith. Next batter is Larry Bowa. No, I know the stadium was renamed to Jack Murphy in 1981, but it was actually known as San Diego Jack Murphy Stadium. I have no problem with this. I have no issue with it still being called San Diego Stadium. There was a couple of times, there are many times that I've let Chris know that the names of the stadiums were wrong. San Diego Stadium, it was renamed San Diego Jack Murphy Stadium. If that's the case, then it could be either or. I have no issue with it. If you do, though, Big Clue, if you have an issue with it and you have this set, email it to him. He'll send you a new card. But I'm not gonna cry about this. If it was known as Qualcomm Stadium in 81, yes, I would have told him wrong. And there was a couple of times he did that. You are correct. I do know January 81 was correct. It was known as San Diego Jack Murphy Stadium. I have no issue with it being either way. But for instance, he still had it Oakland Alameda County Coliseum, okay, and for the 2000 season. And I told him, I said, no, it was known as Network Associates Coliseum that year. He sent me a new card. Lucas will pitch to Larry Bowa. Bowa is 1 for 3. Lucas, 6-3, range play. Bowa will swing the bat. 4-6, and that's a ground ball to short. That ball is hit to Ozzie Smith. His range is a 4, and he can't get this one, though. And that's going to be a single for Smith, for Bowa, and the tying run coming to the plate. Ozzie Smith, the Wizard of Oz. He was not yet the Wizard of Oz at that time in 81. He was very good, but he was not the Hall of Famer until later with the Cardinals. But now the tying run comes to the plate in the form of Bob Boone. What, did you expect a 1-2-3 closing inning at RJL 5-1-8? I think not. Bob Boone against lefties does not have home run power. Am I going to make a pinch hit? You know what? Yes, I am. Bob Boone is going to come out of the game, and coming on to pinch hit for the Phillies is going to be Keith Moreland. He hit .255 that year. And he does have home run. He doesn't have any home run power, but he hits a little better, and he'll take over at catcher. So timeout while I change the scorecard, as Moreland will now take over. And let's see what we have here. He can hit a little better. So Keith Moreland will come on to bat against Gary Lucas. Bowa on it first. Bowa is a threat to steal, but I don't think he's going to get it. He does. Oh, it's a 20. Lucas does not have a pickoff chance, but he does have a balk. A 1-2. Lucas makes a balk. No, he does not. Now the bat will go to Moreland. Bowa on at first. Yes, Keith Moreland. Haven't heard his name in ages. Remember? Yes, you remember him on the Cubs. He was on the Phillies in 81. Bowa on it first. Lucas will make the pitch. 5-1. Strikeout 17. Not happening. Moreland will swing. 4-5. It's a ground ball to second base, and they turn the double play. 4-0-5. Shortstop, Ozzie Smith is a 0. A 1-5. This ball game is over. Yes, grounded to second. Up with it is Bonilla. He's got it. Throws to Smith, covering second. Smith does a backflip. Another backflip. Pumps once, pumps twice. Throws to first. That's your game. Padres go ahead and beat the Phillies tonight, 5-3. Stadium cheers. Yay! And by the way, Ozzie Smith did have enough time to do 2 backflips because Keith Moreland's base running rating is a 1. He is slow as molasses. 4-6-3 double play. No runs, a hit for the Phillies. This win goes to the Padres as they win a game they lost. A big win for the Padres, 5-3. Final line score coming up. Yeah, I hear you too, Big Clue. As I said, I have no issue. If the stadium names are close enough, I usually don't bring it up to his attention. Like I said, it could be Jack Murphy State. There are some, I have no issue with it. But if the stadiums are way off, okay, I have brought it to his attention. Like, for instance, the 74 and the 75 season, the 74, 75, and 75 season, he still had the Yankees playing at Yankee Stadium. Remember, in 74 and 75, they played at Shea Stadium. So I had to let him know that, and he fixed his system. He fixed his sets. So that mistake wouldn't happen again. And I've had other issues I saw too. He once had pro players. He once had it Landshark Stadium for not Landshark Stadium. He had it as pro player stadium. He had it at Landshark Stadium, I think, 1 year for the Marlins, and it was still pro player stadium at that time. So remember, Chris Davis, his customer service, in my opinion, can't be beat. If you have a printed set and there's a mistake on it, you find a mistake, let him know. He will send you a new card. He will do it. Or he can ask for a PDF. But but Chris has never failed me. Who got the win? Eichelberger can't get the win. I think that win goes to Boone. He gets the Boone. And the loss goes to Christensen? No, Lyle. Lucas gets the save. For the Padres, 5 runs on 8 hits and no errors. For the Phillies, 3 runs on 8 hits and 1 error. And that error was crucial in the second inning, which allowed a run to score for the Padres. The winning pitcher is Danny Boone. He actually gets the win. Sparky Lyle will take the loss, and Gary Lucas does wind up with the save. 10-minute ticker coming right up. It is now time for the 10-minute ticker, brought to you by FastScore Baseball of Replay Sports. Please check out that website to pick up your own copy of any season that you want to do a quick replay on from 1950 to 2020. I'm pretty sure 2021 will be out soon. And he's got a few older seasons as well. He has a 10-minute. There is a fast score season for every inside pitch season. So there's no way, unless Chris does a season from the dead ball era, I don't think I have to worry about it. Although I would wish he would do a dead ball era season. That would be fun, an inside pitch. So San Diego gets the win over the Phillies 5-3. Let's start May 17th. Kansas City at Boston. Kansas City 13-36, and that is 4. Boston 11-31, and that's 3. A win for the Royals. Texas at the White Sox. Texas 14-32, and that is 4. White Sox 9-41, and that is also 4. So we have extras. Let's see. Texas rolled a 3. Their clutch is -2, which is a 1. White Sox rolled a 1. Their clutch is -4, which is a -3. Texas will still win that game. Toronto at Cleveland in a doubleheader. We were going to do Jerry Garvin against Burt Blyleven, but Jeff Gotts wanted me to do the game for him for the 15th, which was fun to do. Len Barker's perfect game. Toronto a 10-16, and that's 2. Cleveland a 9-64. That's going to be a win. That's a 7. They will win game 1. Game 2, Toronto -1, 41, 2. Cleveland 10-61, 6. And Cleveland takes both games from the Blue Jays. California at Detroit. California 715, that's 1. Detroit 531, that's 2. The Tigers won another 1. As I said, the Angels are now stuttering a little bit after getting off to a hot start. Oakland is about ready to try to take over first place in the American League West. Oakland, Milwaukee. Oakland at 1263, 7. Milwaukee 1236, and that's 4. A win for the A's. Baltimore at Minnesota. Baltimore 1423, and that's 3. Minnesota 843, and that's 4. A win for the Twin Cities. Seattle at the Yankees. Seattle 224, that's 1. Yankees a 1323, and that's 3. Another win for the Yankees. The Mariners are just awful. They were terrible that year. Cardinals and the Braves. Cardinals a 1356. It's pretty good. That's 7. Atlanta an 854, and that's 5. A win for the Braves. But so far, the Braves are off to a good start that year. Cubs and the Astros. Cubs minus 121, and that's 0. Houston a 1066. They shut them out 9-0. Steeler fan will love that win. Mets and the Dodgers. My Mets just can't get a break. Mets a 0-24, and that is only 1 run. The Dodgers a 1335, and that's 4. And another loss for my Mets. Reds and the Pirates. Reds 1051, and it's 5. Pittsburgh 852, and that's also 5. We have extras between those two. Cincinnati rolls a 2, plus 4 clutch makes it a 6. Pirates roll a 6, minus 3 clutch is a 3. The Reds will, and that game belongs to the Reds. Montreal at the Giants. Montreal 624, and that is 2. The Giants an 821, and that is also 2. We have extras there as well. Let's see. Montreal rolls a 4. 0 clutch stays a 4. San Francisco rolls a 5. They got a 0 that stays a 5. The Giants will beat the Expos. Moving on to May 18th, RJL 518. This is my birthday day. So all about RJL 518 on May 18th. So this is my network birthday day, which is kind of too bad. I would have liked to have done a game on my birthday date, but it didn't turn out this year. Not a problem. Oakland at Baltimore. Oakland an 821, and what we got here, that's 2. Baltimore 933, that's 3. A win for the O's. Seattle at Boston. Seattle 1132, and that's 3. Boston 2033, and that is 5. Another win for the Red Sox. Yankees and Red Sox are trading first place in the American League East at this moment. California at Cleveland. California 1155, 6. Cleveland 965, 8. A win for the Tribe. Another win for the Cleveland Baseball Club, formerly known as the Indians, now known as the Guardians. Texas at Detroit. Texas 713, 1. Detroit 1266. That's 10. A win for the Tigers. Kansas City at the Yankees. Kansas City 342, and that's 3. Yankees 1046, and that's 5. Another win for the Yankees. Looks like the way things are going, it looks like once again the Yankees are gonna make the playoffs, even though it is early. But remember, in this strike-shortened 1981 season, every game is even more important. White Sox and the Blue Jays. Got to win those games. White Sox 1425 and 3. Blue Jays 345, and that is also 3. So they tie We have extras. White Sox roll a 6, and it's a -4 clutch, so it becomes a 2. Toronto a 2. A 1 + 1 clutch is 3. The Blue Jays will beat the White Sox. Philadelphia and the Dodgers. Philadelphia and the Dodgers. Philadelphia, a 646, and that's a 4. Dodgers, 963, and that's 7. Dodgers will give the Phillies a loss. Montreal at the Padres. Montreal, 1126, and that is 3. Padres, a 554, and that is 5. They will win. They will beat the Expos. And there's your boy, Chris Welch, there for you. He was actually the starting pitcher on my birthday, May 18th. Let's see if my Mets can give me a win on my birthday. Mets and the Giants. Mets, 745, and that is 4. Giants, 631, and that is 2. They do give me a win on my birthday, and I have a happy recap. Moving on to May 19th. Oakland at Baltimore. Both teams at 11. Oakland, 14, and that's 1. Baltimore, 22, and that is 2. That'll be a win for the O's. Seattle at Boston. Seattle, 1162, and that's 7. That's a good run for them. Boston, though, a 2151. Is that going to be enough? It is also 7, so they tie. We have extras between those two. Seattle rolls a 5. They have a 0 clutch, so it stays at a 5. Boston rolls a 4. They have a 1 clutch. It's a 5. They are the home team. It's a tie. They win. Boston wins on tie. The home team wins on ties. There's your home field advantage. California at Cleveland. California, a 1236, and that's 4. Cleveland, a 1525. And that is 3, a win for the Angels. Texas at Detroit. Texas, a 1632, and that's 4. The Tigers, a 461, and that's 5, a win for the Cats. Minnesota at Milwaukee. Minnesota, an 825, and that's 2. Milwaukee, a 1656, and that's going to be 7, and that'll be another win for the Brewers. Kansas City and the Yankees. Kansas City, a 765, and that's 7. The Yankees, a 1544, and that's 5. That'll be a win for the Royals. White Sox and the Blue Jays. White Sox, a 1944, and that's 6. The Blue Jays, a 966, and that's going to be 9. They're going to win that one. A win for the Blue Jays. Reds and the Cubs. Reds, 1425, 3. Cubs, 245, and that is also 3. They tie. We have extras between these guys. Cincinnati rolls a 1. They have a +4 clutch, which makes them a 5. The Cubs roll a 1. They have a 0, and that's going to be a win for the Reds. They will beat the Cubs, and it was Tom Seaver on the mound for the Reds. That game belongs to the Reds. Philadelphia and the Dodgers. Philadelphia, an 1155, and that's 6. Dodgers, 1946, and that's 6. Wow, Dodgers tie it again with the extras. So far, extra innings coming through close. Philadelphia rolls a 5. They have a 2 clutch, which makes them a 7. Dodgers roll a 7, then -3. That's going to be a win for the Fightin' Phils. Atlanta at Pittsburgh. Atlanta, a 424, and that's 2. Pittsburgh, 811, that's 0, and that'll be a win for the Braves. Montreal at the Padres. Expos, 1133, 3. Padres, 411, 0, a win for the Spos. Mets taking on the Giants. Can my Mets win another one here? Mets, 324. And that's one. Giants, a 946. Nope. And that's going to be 5. And my Mets just can't win a series. Houston at the Cardinals. Don Sutton against Bob Shirley. Houston, a 12-11. That is 0. Nothing for the Astros there. Cardinals an 853, and that's going to be 5. And I know Steeler fan will say rigged when he sees that. That is your 10-minute ticker. If your team won tonight, congratulations. If they didn't, there's always tomorrow. Tomorrow, we will have our final game of the first schedule block. The California Angels take on the Baltimore Orioles. Mike Witt against Dennis Martinez. And that should be a good game for May 20th, as that will complete the first schedule block. And I will be making another one to go through the All-Star break and, of course, probably mid to late August. So join us for that tomorrow night, the Halos and the O's. Beanie, world's worst gamer, Big Clue, Michael Peterson, Clee baseball fan, Brian Patterson, Mark Russell, Steeler fan. Thank you all for joining me tonight. Please leave a like on your way out through the turnstiles. Subscribe if you've not done so. And make sure you hit the bell. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay smart, stay strong. We'll see you guys tomorrow night. It is the Padres getting an upset win on the Fightin' Phils tonight. They win it 5-3. We will see you guys tomorrow. Take care. Good night.